Very warm good evening to all of you and my best wishes to all the children who are going to take their 10th board tomorrow. I know you feel a little anxious, little nervous at this point of time because this is your first public exam. But again, I hope you understand and also realize the kind of work you've done in the last 1.5 academic years. Right from the very beginning, you have spent close to 13-14 months of exclusive time in preparing the exams from tomorrow. And not only that, on the entire syllabus, you have done half yearly, so many grand tests, and also pre-board 1 and pre-board 2, along with multiple sample papers. So whatever the exam that you are going to take tomorrow is also of the same kind. It is of no difference, no difficulty than the question papers you already attempted all these months here. So I hope you realize it, and it's just not about the quantity, the number of days or the number of exams. Even if you realize the quality right from your earlier classes, from 6th standard onwards also, the teachers were more focused on understanding, making you understand the concepts, making you thorough in the textbook, solving different styles of questions. And before the start of 10th also, all the senior members along with coordinators have worked together to understand the critical concepts, the difficult concepts of each chapter. Giving ample time to these concepts, they have prepared the textbook, and accordingly they have prepared microplans, materials, and understanding the change of questions, different models that are changing every question paper. They have come up with the question banks and have also collected the number of sample papers all these years. They were ready by the time you entered into the 10th. And once your 10th started, you all hope remember, everything that is planned is executed in meticulously. Along with it, after every chapter, there is a test conducted and it is properly analyzed if everybody could fare well in this chapter. If not, again, there is a re-explanation and a retest done on every different chapter. This way, right from the beginning, preparation is done as if the exam, the board exam, is the very next day, not 1.5 years later. Today, because so much of work is done in detail, the senior batch could achieve the highest mark of 496 out of 500. And when you are studying in such a robust system under the guidance of such senior members, if you're worried, if you are little anxious tomorrow, I believe there is no one in the state who can be confident. So hope you believe the hard work you have done throughout these years and throughout particularly the last 1.5 years, and go confidently to this exam tomorrow. But my little advice is, when you are preparing for the exam, you should prepare that I should score 100 out of 100, I should score 90 out of 100 and no less. You should always have the target while preparing for the exam. But when you are attempting the exam, always you must leave out all that stress. What if I do not score 100? What if I do not score 98? I have promised my parents, my teachers are expecting so much. You should not have any stress. You should only keep in mind that as long as I pass in this exam, it is all good. There is no other use to the exam than this. So with that kind of a mindset, if you go very calmly in a very confident way, you will perform better. And definitely, if you have to be very, very calm, if you have to be confident for the exam, my advice all this in the coming exam days is just eat on time, eat good meal, eat nutritious food, and more importantly, sleep on time. If you are sleeping every day by 10 o'clock, sleep by 9 itself. If you cannot fall asleep, read a book, you will definitely fall asleep. So this way, when your mind is fresh on the exam day, it has full energy, then whatever concepts your teachers have taught you 1.5 years ago also, you will be able to recollect better. But if you are preparing till the very last minute, you are trying to learn new topics, you will be very, very confused by the time you go to the exam, which I advise you not to do. You have done enough preparation all these months. That preparation is more than enough. What you do for the next 10-15 days, you just have to recap what you have already learned. Do not go for new concepts. When you going for the exam, go in a very calm. Do not rush. Do not try to learn any new topics. Do not try to recap, because when you try to recap something and try to learn a new topic, if you are not able to get it, you will also try to miss the topics you know very well. So my request to all the children, simple, all the exam days, you eat full. If your tummy is full, you will all be able to sleep well, sleep tight, sleep for 9-10 hours if you are sleeping every day for 8-9 hours. And if you have to sleep well, eat well, also maybe many parents, many other your family members might be telling you that it is exam time, you should study hard, study well. But I suggest you, as you have already done the enough preparation, go for play, at least physical game, 1 hour, 1.5 hours you play each day. Then you can eat well, you can also sleep well. There is no need of sacrificing all this in the last minute. And when I say physical game, again, do not get glued to the screens or play on the monitors. That's not what I intend to say, because you already know when you are using too much of screens, playing a lot of games, it will give you the dopamine high, which will again not let you sleep early. So I suggest you, as much as possible, avoid the screens. If you are going for a physical game or just for a walk, it is good for you to have the right kind of hormones and relieve your stress also. And on the very exam day, because usually you are habituated to eat your lunch by 12:30, by the time you finish your exam and come back, it will be going to be 2. It is going to be 2. I request you all to have very heavy breakfast on the exam day. If you're normally eating 2 chapati, eat 3 chapati, and so that your stomach doesn't grumble between the exam. And similarly, it will take some time once you get into the exam center, your brain, your body to adjust to the surroundings, to the new environment, to the new benches, to the new hall. Give that sufficient time to adjust to the new environment. And always your teachers have already guided you to read the question paper at least twice or thrice, because it will help you, whatever you've learned this 1.5 years, to forget all that and remember only that is asked in the question paper. And once you properly entered all the credentials and checked it twice, you start with answering what you know the best, because the first impression that you give to the evaluator is the best impression. You always start writing with the questions you know the best without any overwriting. And once you finished the exam, all through you are trained to finish the exam in 2.5 hours. So leave that half an hour to recheck if you have answered each and every question. Check in each and every question if there are multiple questions, multiple bits, if you have answered every bit also. And then if you have numbered all the questions properly, if you have written all the questions in proper font, in a good font size with a thick pen, bold letters, thick font, and underline all the important concepts, important definitions where you are confident. When you're not confident of the answer, please don't underline it. So hopefully these are some things which you are already following in all these pre-boards. You will continue to do the same in the boards also from tomorrow. And my sincere advice to all the parents is, as much as possible, give our children a very nutritious food during this time, because they are consuming a lot of energy. They have to be fresh, they have to eat a lot. And similarly, as much as possible, be positive create a very healthy and positive environment at home. Always give them that confidence that they can achieve better than what they've achieved here. And as much as possible, make sure they are away from the screens, away from phones, and spend a good family time with all the family members. And last but not the least, I request all the parents to send the children till the very last day. I know many schools are giving the holidays, preparatory holidays, but we insist that you send the children till the very last day of the exam to our school, because we here in our school, we have less distractions, or we have no distractions compared to home. Even though they say they will be focusing more at home, because under the guidance of the senior members here, the faculty here, they'll be able to do better. So my sincere advice to send the children to the school till the very last exam, and we will be taking care of our children till the last day. So I hope all the parents give the nutritious meal, make sure they come to the school on time so that we can take them to the center on time, and as much as possible make them avoid the screens or make sure you have maintained the healthy and very positive environment back at home. And last but not the least, send the children, even though they might be little adamant not to go to the school, please send them to the school till the very last day. Here they'll have very undistracted amount of time for both the child and the teacher to focus on the exam. And all the very best to all the children. And I am saying again that our students have done enough preparation in all these months. They'll do definitely better than what they have done in all the exams here. And to prove that point, the IIT JEE marks that were released day before, few of our students have done really well. Mr. Vaibhav got 99.99 percentile. Sishir got 99.63 percentile. As you know, it's not the result of one among 1 lakh students, but it is a result of children among those hundreds and 1,000 of children that are passed in the year 2022. It shows the kind of foundation that is set for all these children right from the young age. And these children that are writing the test from tomorrow also will definitely fare well in these boards and in all the upcoming competitive exams too. All the very best to them.